He needs a little something else in this
He needs
series.
observers, Nate. That's
yes,
what he needs.
He does. He's our blue Protoss in the bottom left. He needs 3 games in a row to win. It is Pigbaby. And his opponent, who has, he's one of the older guys, but man, he's done so well in the bottom right. Our Red Terran from Red Bull. It is Bomber. And I have to say, when you look at this series, the way it started and the way it looks like it's going to end, it has been just crazy back and forth every single game. And how often do you see both players kill 20 of each other's workers in the first 7-8 minutes?
It's kind of like, you know, this could have potentially happened. We said it. What often happens is like, yes, Terran is going to do a lot of damage on the other side of the map, but then the Oracles fly in and do even more damage. And well, that's exactly what happened. Pigbaby still found himself in a good position after losing 20 probes. And normally if you lose 20 probes at the 8-minute mark, well, you're pretty dead as a Protoss. But he actually was ahead. Unfortunately for him, it didn't connect. Either way, everything or nothing right now for Pigbaby. He's definitely not down and out yet, because if you can 3-0 Tasia, you can also 3-0 Bomber, and he can still win WCS America Premier League Season 2. But Bomber, his unpredictability, his silliness even, makes it also so hard to play against him in a best-of-7 series like this. He might not be the fancy Bomber, the absolute best player in the world that he once upon a time was, but he is so much smarter than he has ever been. I really think there's no other way to put it. Bomber is approaching this matchup so incredibly smart.
Yeah, he's made a lot of really good decisions, either with his build orders, sacrificing economy for extra defense, or picking the right time to move out. And we're seeing it again in this map. Bomber, he's actually going to SCV scout. It is a 4-player map, but he's open with that gas first build. He's got the very fast factory, which we've seen time and time again, generally tends to be for defensive purposes. And against Pigbaby, why risk it? He's actually made a disturbingly low number of observers in this series to defend against the Widowmine play.
I really think Pigbaby is going to go back right now to what has brought him most success, and there's really no reason. Frost is also such a a map that everyone is familiar with. We see Frost pretty much in every single series, even though the last few days it's been a little less, and in the second part of the round of 16, but before that we had Frost in almost every series we casted. I really think there's no need for Pigbaby to do anything other than his absolute best build, and the build that he yesterday dismantled one of the absolute best players in the world with. I'd be shocked if we don't see him go for Colossus Double Forge this game.
Yeah, at this point, you got to stick with what you know works. And if it can beat Tasia, it should be able to beat pretty much any Terran player in the world. So, Bomber, he's the player in this game that has, I think, a lot of freedom. Because
we all have a lot of freedom over here, Nate. This is America.
When you're up 3-1, you get extra freedom. So these Hellions that Bomber's going to build, we've seen players on this map like Maru go for builds where you try to run just a couple Hellions to scout. It doesn't need to be the same type of committed attack, and that's exactly what it is, just a couple of Hellions to try to run by. But you know, Kev, I don't know how much I like seeing a Twilight Council from
Me neither. You know, normally I really wouldn't mind it, but it's just so weird. Like Pigbaby, yesterday you did so fantastic with this style. You made it look like so easy. It all was so simple, so straightforward, yet so rock solid. Today it's just all different. These two Hellions could actually be a little bit annoying. You really don't want to lose more than 2 workers against this. The probes are lighting up already. Well, there we go with 2 kills, and there's still a lot of HP on these Hellions. Oh boy.
No, nice solid number of kills. You get
4.
scouting information. 4 kills
Bomber is
plus
happy
information.
With
the only thing that Bomber really needed to see was that Twilight Council, and subsequently this Dark Shrine. So I'm interested to see where this goes, because Bomber, he did not see the south side of the main base. If you're a Terran player, you're saying maybe I want to scan just east of that assimilator.
This could definitely work, especially because Bomber is also another Terran that always scans. Like some games he just doesn't even scan, he doesn't care. Apparently James actually told me that a lot of people in Korea call him like the Mule guy or Choi Mu or something like that. He said just because like Bomber used to never
Mule
scan.
King.
yeah, in a way. So. And Bomber is also a guy that definitely cuts a few corners here and there. You know, he makes calculated, risky decisions, which he feels is the right thing to do. And he's had quite a bit of success with it, so who are we to question him? But there is still a little bit of gamble involved in his play every now and then. So this could theoretically do a lot of damage for Pigbaby.
Yeah, I still like this. I do like this build for Pigbaby, though, because Bomber, as you said, reluctant to scout, but also in this map, he still has not started his engineering bait. At this point, he can't have a missile turret in time for the Dark Templar, and the real question is now, Where does the energy on his command centers go? He is halfway to another scan, potentially. So he's not going to have too much energy when these DTs hit.
And what's also really important is that right now Bomber has not have a single unit out on the map. So it's not like there is an SCV patrolling somewhere or there is a Marine on an adventure that's going to find a probe or a pylon soon. This is the first unit that's out on the map that could theoretically see something. There's a Warp Prism as well. I love to follow up the Warp Prism because if these DTs do a lot of damage at first, and then a single scan or even 2 scans is not going to be enough. He's going to need more than that. Now the eBay is going down, but is that in time, Nate?
Oh, he's coming up. He's going to split between the bases to force at least 2 scans. SCVs start dropping left and right. Pigbaby, first DT killed in the natural expansion, but now he's in the main. 2 kills already. He's picked off 7 SCVs at this stage of the game, and he's going to run back over.
He really wants to get the SCV that's building the engineering bay. He's not going to get that one, but this DT madness is going to go on for a long time. Bomber is going to have to start leapfrogging forward soon with missile turrets. Uh-oh, his stack lab is taking a lot of damage, which is researching Stim. 10 seconds.
Oh, if he could cancel Stim, that would be amazing. Oh, the missile turret finishes. SCVs repaired.
Wow.
Marines kill it. Bomber, he's still in it.
Wow, Pigbaby there actually giving Bomber a break. That could have been a lot worse. However, the next threat is already there with this Warp Prism on the south side of the map. It's going to drop another Dark Templar in the main base, and so far there's only a single missile turret at the ramp and one behind the middle line of the natural, but there is no vision in the back of Bomber's main base, so this is still going to be damn annoying.
Yeah, Bomber has a lot of Marines moving across the map. This Dark Templar runs in SCVs running away towards that missile turret. He knows if he can just chill there, he should be okay.
But now we have to worry about the other thing, and that is the fair share of damage output of this Stimmed bio army, because Stim did finish up, and it's 2 medevacs, and Pigbaby, yeah, he has 2 Immortals, but his units are a little bit out of position. Pigbaby is not aware at all that this army just marched across the map. Pigbaby can end up losing his Nexus over here, Nate.
Yeah, he's gonna run in, he's coming in,
or
focusing on the Nexus. Nexus cannon is activated, Sentry's coming down with Guardian Shield, 2 Immortals, but that Nexus, Roddy, he's gonna focus it, he will destroy it, then pick up and fly away. 1 medevac snapped up though, definitely stifles his fighting power.
Yeah, well, that's one way to even things back up. Yes, Bomber lost a lot of SCVs, but now Pigbaby has way too many workers for a 1-base economy. So Bomber is definitely is gonna have a lot of time to catch up, and that second Warp Prism or that second DT wasn't actually as annoying as I thought it was. Bomber now with an additional missile turret. A pretty big blunder there by Pigbaby, just not having any map vision at all, being a little bit too occupied with his DT harass, which was going fantastic, but for the first time I think in this tournament it happened that Pigbaby had no vision of an army marching across the map.
Yeah, and this Dark Templar swoops in, kills another few units. Oh, picked up a nice hot pickup on that Warp Prism to keep the Dark Templar alive, and that makes it so annoying. That's another scan he's lost. He's warping in another Dark Templar to double the harassing power of this force.
Pigbaby is marching across the map again. He has Blink Stalkers this time with Immortals and Sentries, so there is definitely a lot of potential damage output.
2 medevacs are moving out.
Well, okay.
This is going to get awkward. Again.
Yes, again. Like every single game between these 2 guys. These 2 medevacs. Oh, the Observer! The Observer is going to see it, but what do you do if you're Pigbaby? Do you go back or do you go all the way?
He doesn't have his Mothership Core with his army. He can't recall. He's... Oh, Bomber, you're missing, you're missing your mark just a little bit.
That is actually catastrophic. That's going to slow everything down quite a bit. Bomber's going to end up losing this orbital. Will probably not have enough units to stabilize in the main base either. So it's safe to say that Bomber is going to die from this point on. But will Pigbaby have enough to stabilize on his side of the map? The Mothership Core with 200 energies? No, it's going to die.
Oh my god, no, it was an overcharge. No Dark Templar warped in defensively either for Pigbaby, which would be really nice in this situation. Picking off some of these retreating SCVs in the medevacs, but none of this production will escape. Force fields the SCVs in. And Pigbaby, he has enough minerals for a Nexus. He's escaped with some probes, and without any orbital commands, warp in some Dark Templar, and you put a timer on this game.
Yeah, there is an orbital commando, but it's burning down on the right side of the map, behind the original natural from Earth. This is one of the orbitals that's going to die. There is another one there that's also burning down.
None of Bomber's buildings are going to escape. He's gonna be eliminated, I think.
Unless he lands that orbital and drops a mule to repair it, but he's still not doing that.
No. I think Pigbaby's got this. Bomber's going to try to fly back over, but...
30, 20...
He's got 1 SCV running toward the northwest. He can actually build a command center. He has the money. He's queued it up somewhere, but it hasn't started building yet.
I mean, he killed both Nexi, which is already way better than he could have originally hoped for. And Yeah, I would say there's more micro potential in the army of Bomber, but I wouldn't even say that's true because there are so many Blink Stalkers. You know, this is really Pigbaby's game, but we said that before, so you never know. There's even an observer with the army. Now I'm confident that it's Pigbaby's game.
Okay, yeah, that's...
He's got this.
He's the flag bearer of this army.
You know, the sentries are going to make it really annoying for Bomber to start kiting, and Bomber has to be damn careful.
You know what?
Because they're Blink Stalkers, Nate.
I want to see, and the thing is, Bomber, if he tries to just build these bases out, the Stalkers blink 4, going to kill the units, so Widow might not even be able to detonate. But with those sentries and that War Prism, he can hunt around this map very easily. Like, you have so much sentry energy.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to do
Phoenix
this.
or two, you can just find the bases.
Yeah, that as well, but like for right now, he should just be chill mode. Take a chill pill, as Todd likes to say. You know, start mining of your base and just keep all your units at home. Don't throw again, don't go fancy. Like you said, hallucinate a Phoenix, scout around the map, realize that, hey, I'm mining, my opponent is not mining. My army is currently stronger than my opponent's army. I should really not be making any plays right now. Once more, the ball is in Bomber's corner, and it's up to Bomber to make plays.
Yeah, Pigbaby. That War Prism C, so he knows Bomber only has his factory escaped, and we have this floating barracks. Which will probably die soon. So the issue is Bomber has no production, even when his bases get mining. He's built so many command centers that he won't even be able to start the orbital as soon as they're done. Yeah, and I don't even know if he has how many. He has 5 SCVs that he can mine with.
I think these are the final seconds of our game on Frost. Pigbaby is trailing 3-1 in this series, but he has a Nexus, something that Bomber doesn't have. Bomber is going to go for the Nexus, but that means he's going to lose all of his units.
He gets it. There's actually not enough money for Pigbaby to build another Nexus.
No.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I cannot believe he just did that.
There are only a very few places you can hide a floating building on this map.
Bomber is so incredibly sick.
There's only 1 or 2 places where you can hide something from a stalker on this map.
Nate, I really thought we've seen it all today, but this is absolutely insane. Bomber's game sense.
This series has actually given us everything you can see in this matchup.
This is just, it's getting to the point where it's really stupid. You said there is...
This is one of those maps where there are, I believe there's only 1 or 2 sweet spots, and I'm thinking it's, I'll try to ping it. These areas you can kind of try to tuck something in, but even that is really difficult.
Very big.
Yeah, the orbital is large. There's a big area to hit. And he's actually starting to build a barracks because that's going to be much easier to hide.
Yeah.
I honestly am not sure if it's possible to hide from the 2 stalkers on each direction like this.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Maybe in the right corner of a map, like in the left corner or in the right corner, all the way in the corner.
I don't know. This is awkward.
Yeah, like I mean, like this orbital, the one in the left top side, that one is definitely in range.
In my infinite knowledge of getting in awkward base trade situations, I can say that this is not a good spot right here.
Okay, now this orbital is going to eventually die.
This situation happened between, I believe it was either Byung or Flash against CJ Entis Heroes. The exact same scenario. He tried 3 different spots, and the Stalkers were able to hit him in each one of them. You can't hide on the top edge of this map.
Okay, Bomber is going to try to hide it behind the natural of Pigbaby, and that, like you said, Nate, that might just be the only spot where a barracks can chill without being hit.
Command center too fat. Bomber knows.
But a barracks on the other hand, Nate, a barracks being on a strict diet, ate nothing but Marines for the longest time.
That's right. Marines are pretty lean. These medevacs, I guess he's gonna lose some of this. He's like, other 2 is 10 and 8. Oh, he wants him to actually come try to kill it. He's like, please try to kill this because I don't want to waste I don't want to waste too much time with this.
Yeah, I think this barrack, well, yeah, I think
this barracks maybe.
If the barracks goes a tiny bit more south,
I think the barracks might be doable. I'm not sure. He needs to hold position it because the hallucinating Phoenix
I think the barracks should have been at the position of the orbital of the command center. Look, he's like repositioning the orbital. But I feel like if the barracks was where the orbital is, don't you think that would be better? Because I feel there is more.
Yeah, if the barracks was there, he would. I actually don't think he can hit that orbital.
Yeah.
I don't think it's doable.
Well, we're about to find out. Let's take a look at the orbital command flow. Stalker.
Stalker, please.
Come on, Tom Brady, the Stalker. Pete Manning. Probe. Okay, the barrack.
So the barracks can be hit, but the orbital, he hasn't really focused too much yet.
The barracks.
He's found the sweet spot. Has he? The command center's under fire. That's it. That's it. It's over. There's nothing Bomber can do.
Is the barrack still being shot at as well?
Yeah.
You're right.
This map
Wait, all right,
is
one
set
more
up
time.
perfectly.
But now this time the Stalkers will be able to shoot it from the north side. Yeah, I think that Pigbaby is going to be able to do this after all.